Vogue Williams beamed as she was seen for the first time on Tuesday since announcing she is expecting her fourth child. The presenter, 40, and her husband Spencer Matthews shared the happy news last Thursday that they are set to welcome another child to their family. And Vogue seemed in great spirits as she stepped out at the ITV studios this week in a stylish ensemble. She cut a casually chic figure in a yellow jacket and jeans and boosted her height with bright blue heels. Vogue accessorized with dark shades and carried a black leather jacket in her arms as she headed home. Last week Vogue revealed she had 2 miscarriages before she fell pregnant with her fourth child, including one awful and heartbreaking loss a year ago. Vogue spoke about her pregnancy for the first time in a new video posted on her YouTube channel, telling her followers she felt like her body had failed her when she suffered her baby loss. She said that while she and Spencer are excited to be welcoming a new addition to their family, the miscarriages have made her nervous during her fourth pregnancy. The couple married in 2018 and are already parents to Theodore, 7, Gigi, 5, and Otto, 3. Vogue shared that her first miscarriage, which happened at around 4 weeks, was really upsetting, but she and Spencer went on to welcome their daughter Gigi in 2020. She said they suffered further heartache last year when she went for a 12-week scan after falling pregnant, only to be told it wasn't really a pregnancy as the embryo hadn't grown. Vogue said she was really embarrassed and upset by the second loss, and she admitted she felt like her body had failed her. Speaking about their baby news at the start of the video, Spencer shared, "We're so happy. We feel very hard this time round to get to where we wanted. Definitely more bumps in the road in order to actually get pregnant, but obviously we feel really fortunate anyway to have 3 kids, but this one's been harder to get to that, well this bit, the announcing, but also just to actually get to where we wanted to be, has been rough." Vogue then opened up about her first miscarriage, sharing, "It happened to me before I had Gigi. It was so early on, like so early on. We hadn't had any scans. We hadn't had anything like that. I must have been maybe a month if even, and it was just one of those things and it was awful, but it was everything happened quite quickly after it as well. So, I never really kind of thought about it much. It was really upsetting at the time, but then I was pregnant quite quickly after, but it actually happened to me last year as well. And it was just I was literally about to tell the kids. You could kind of start telling I was 3 months and I just didn't go for an early scan. I just never even thought about it because I kind of didn't want to make a fuss, stupid now. I went to the 12-week scan on my own. I told quite a few people about it, like my parents, my brother, and my sister, and some people at work. And I just hadn't told the kids." Vogue shared that when she visited the hospital for the 12-week scan, she immediately noted the concern from her doctor. She explained, and basically what had happened was, he had the pregnancy sac. I forget what the whole thing was called, but basically the embryo hadn't grown. My body still thought it was pregnant. And usually you just naturally get a miscarriage, but I didn't. It just kept like it would have eventually happened, but it just didn't at the time. I was 3 months along and, the doctor, was just like, I am really sorry, it's not really a pregnancy and you are going to have to get well, there's a couple of options. So the very nice people at Chelsea and Westminster NHS, thank you so much. They were really amazing with it. Obviously when I found out I was like I just don't want to have to feel pregnant anymore because it was awful feeling it and not being it, because I still had the symptoms. I was just like, I just want to start again and just not have to deal with it. We were really upset. I was really upset. Stupidly I felt embarrassed having to tell everybody, and it's not an embarrassing thing but that was just an emotion I had. I was really upset and then I felt like oh god I have to now tell everybody who I've told and I just feel stupid, like my body has kind of failed me kind of thing. And then I went into the doctor and they said, well, we could give you tablets, but I was going to Spain at the end of the week and I was just like, I just don't want to have to change all that for the kids and for myself and I don't want to be stuck here on my own and I just want to be done. So they offered me a DNC as well, which you go in, you have an operation. It's really quick. I went in and I did that and it was really quick and then the whole thing was just like, I was so happy to be going away because at least then I didn't have to be. I was kind of able to just be on my own in my own thoughts and be able to think about it.